Hey, it's Cat at Cattails TV. Remember me, UFC people? Maybe not. I used to be really interested in it. But I have a question for you. Do you think Conor McGregor helped to ruin the UFC? Because there was a moment, and it was almost 10 years ago, because it happened right when I got robbed by a bunch of bullies. But anyway, I found the UFC, and Conor McGregor, I don't know, he was like an Irish Muhammad Ali, funny, charming, kind of sexy back then. But he drew me in with his flair and his audacity and his personality. And at that time, I kind of needed it because I needed to focus away from the physical pain I was in and also the long court case I was going to be involved in. But that's neither here nor there. I talked to Stallone about Conor McGregor and the UFC, and it was fascinating looking back now. I had no idea that William Morris Endeavor, it used to be William Morris, but Stallone's with William Morris, and also Mark Wahlberg, and those are two people that I, interviewed a lot in Beverly Hills when Beverly Hills was fun. But anyway, I did not know at the time that William Morris was going to buy the UFC and William Morris Endeavor. And like I said, Mark Wahlberg, Stallone, and a bunch of other major stars are part of William Morris Endeavor. So fast forward till today, I was working out and I happened to see a news feed that said William Morris Endeavor is going to buy the WWE. Well, I don't really watch wrestling, no offense, but I just remember in my heart of hearts when Conor started doing his antics of being very abusive to Nate Diaz and making fun of Nate Diaz, doing charity work, which I thought was outstanding. Nate's charity work, not Conor acting like a dick. I thought Conor was out of pocket. And then, of course, when he went after Khabib and talked about his religion and his father, his family, all that stuff, I thought that was way out of pocket. And I really wanted Khabib to kick the shit out of, well, actually he did, strangle Conor. But Conor, when he threw the metal partition, I think it was, through the tour bus that Khabib was in, as well as other UFC athletes and their entourage, and he actually injured people on that bus. I thought that was a very cowardly, hooligan type of thing to do, but it got him a lot of publicity. It generated Conor a lot of publicity for doing something really shit. And not shite, as I like to say. But what anybody who knows the game of marketing, it generated so much publicity. Conor had to go to court in Brooklyn. I covered that. You can go watch some of the videos on my YouTube page. Just search Conor McGregor and you'll find it. But that's negative publicity is the new game now. If you act like an asshole, you generate publicity, and it brought kind of that wrestling nuance to the UFC, which I really didn't like. But, the interesting thing for me was there was a golden era of the UFC where people I missed it when GSP was fighting, but I did have the opportunity to meet GSP. But he seemed like an honorable man in the ring and character in person. When I met Khabib, I literally bowed because I felt that was a real fucking man. No joke, no smoke. He was the real deal. And that, to this day, I get a little warm, not in a bad way, but I just sometimes you meet people that are real legit. And I felt that about Khabib. And I'll always have respect for that. And he was an honorable man. They cared about his family and his dad and his mom and his wife and his family. And I just think I love that about him, you know? But Conor, on the flip side, became this, I don't know. Oh, there's words I want to say, but my brain is tired. But he became the antithesis of what a great martial artist should be. He became like a character out of the WWE. So I'm not really all excited about the WWE joining forces with the UFC. I think it's a bad move. But with Dana running shit, with the, UFC and the slap thing and the wife slapping him and anything for publicity, it just takes the legitimacy out of it for me. You know what I mean? And I don't even watch the UFC anymore. I don't have time. I'm really busy doing other stuff. But like I said, there was a moment where it was really special to me. And I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. And Stallone and I had great conversations about the UFC. But like I said, I had no idea that William Morris, the agency that Stallone is rep by, was going to buy the UFC and the WWE. All right? That's just a little side note. Because some of you people who know me now, I'm covering the Tory Lanez miscarriage of justice. You may not know that I used to cover the UFC. And I like to cover different things that I'm interested in, but I also like to bring people from different interests together and talk about things and brainstorm, because you never know. Sometimes you meet somebody that thinks differently than you, and you can still glean things from each other. But anyway, this is Kat from Cattails TV I'm looking at a squirrel jump on a fence. Actually, he's not jumping. He's like prancing on the fence very gracefully. Yeah, this is Cattails TV. Check out my new videos. And then also, if you want to have some fun, look at my old videos. Just Google Khabib, UFC, Dana White, Conor McGregor, what was it? Tony Ferguson, Amanda Nunes. I don't know. I had multiple fun times. But that seems to be in the past with the UFC. But anyway, life goes on. You guys take care and stay out of trouble. Bye.